You and Tom.
Yeah,
How much fun? I mean, you all have a lot of fun together, huh?
we do. We do. It's silly.
It didn't even seem like
Yeah.
work?
No. No, you know what seemed like work was the driving to and from these crazily far locations. That's the only part that felt like work.
Really?
Like driving to Altadena in traffic. That feels like work.
Now, I know how close you all are as friends. Now, how was that? That one, there was a kiss,
Yeah,
and then the jump, the
Yeah.
unscripted jump.
I know. I'm just glad I didn't hurt him. That would have been embarrassing. If I broke my director. We're breaking for lunch. I broke him. Yeah. Well, I just had to go for it because he's my buddy and his wife is my buddy and they're friends with my husband. It gets
Exactly.
complicated in all kinds of ways. That's another movie.
Is it?
I mean, it's just weird. The first time I ever had to kiss someone who was my friend in a movie, I said, I don't think I can kiss you. I think I'm just going to lick your face instead. And I did. And even that really didn't make it better.
That didn't solve the problem, Julie. It was like, I'm going to lick you instead of kissing you.
It's all pretty confusing.
Did you ever have it like you and Danny just have a sit down, like a
No,
wine
no,
chat?
no.
You seen it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We saw it together.
The whole.
And Tom was there. He was like, I hope you like it. And he laughed. And we saw it. But it's funny. It's not. I mean, everybody takes off their clothes and they're making out. We don't do that. This is funny.
Now he directs, he writes, he's starring in it.
Yeah.
But do you know that he's a dancer as well?
I'm not.
Have you seen this?
No.
Can-
No. Oh, is this the Univision?
Have you seen it?
I've heard every guy
Here we
on my
go.
crew.
There, look at him.
Okay. In Seattle at 75. What is he doing? Is he speaking in Espanol also?
He's doing the bounce and the look. What?
All right.
What do you think? Dancing with the
That's-
Stars or what?
I mean, I can't even believe you talk about my kiss when he's basically doing the hustle with some girl whose first name he doesn't even know.
And he keeps going.
You know what? He's the pleaser.
He's the pleaser.
He's the pleaser.
How was it? I mean, being that he is such a good friend. How was it? Him being the director as well.
It was awesome. He was well prepared. He knew what he wanted. He was very clear. He was very succinct. It was great. I mean, I love to work for someone who knows what they want and they ask for it. It was great.
How you doing, brother?
That's the way we make the entrance at the big premiere as a man's Chinese theater.
The leader of the Vespa gang.
Well, there was a couple of Vespas in there. There was some. I'm going to take off this jacket because it's
Whatever
a
you-
little on the
whatever-
getting on
it's
a
a
little
little
on the
warm.
sweaty side. Yeah, I mean
your
that
biker
was.
jacket.
You know what? That's actually a little hairy. When you got like 60 people and there's some kids, in the sidecars, you don't want to throw a rod or you don't want to turn too sharp and dump it there because a lot of people will be coming up your backside.
And then you came down the carpet. And then,
Isn't that what I was supposed to do?
I mean, but you came on the inside. They were freaking out because they thought you were going to hit this. You're supposed to go on the other side.
I was misinformed.
You scared everybody.
I was pulling a Steve McQueen. I was going to try to get enough momentum so I could jump the stanchions and make it over the electronic press school into the safety of the theater.
And then went to the other side, so all the fans.
Yeah, we wanted to, over there. It's nice to see them. Okay, give them away. They're big fans.
Is she coming on a Vespa too? I thought she was going to be on the back.
Well,
and holding on, or...
we've got it's not for the faint-hearted, and she's got 3 kids.
Yes.
So she is, she's not going to risk anything.
And she doesn't play when it comes to being mama.
I believe I think her smile is insured for twice what her legs are, so it all works out. She doesn't want to have to collect on Lloyd's from London.
So love the wrote, produced, direct.
We started like 6 years ago, and you start off with this idea that I want to make a movie about the reinvention, the great American dream, that ability we have. If we have to, we can start all over, and if we want to, we can remake ourselves. For a while we were thinking of calling it Larry Gaga, but that name was already taken. And we started off like with Nia Vardalos and I. We started just putting together a story and thinking about what the potential for the other folks, the other characters were. And when we said, and if we can, Julia Roberts will be one of his teachers, and guess what happens? And then we got George Takei to be one of the teachers there, and we had to really decide, well, what's going to happen? You know, what is he going to learn at school? And it just kept snowballing along till it was. I thought it was good enough in order to take on the helm.
And you had to be like you prophesized because it's perfect timing with the economy the way it is. You kind of predicted.
Well, we were able to put in a line like right out of the headlines that he lives in a house that is no longer worth what he owes. You know, that came right out of, literally came off the news the week before we shot that scene. So a lot of things caught up with it, and I think made the theme resonate even deeper than it would have.
And lastly, I mean, you're right, you producer, director, starring, but you also dance during the weather.
Man, this is gonna, I don't know what happened, man, but do you speak Spanish? Then what are you doing watching Univision?
I like Spanish women, baby.
You know, I don't think that clip gets the play, say, if I'm dancing with Dallas Raines or Al Roker. I think Chiqui Delgado, former Miss.
Do you remember the moves?
Well, they just put on that samba, man, and I realize I might be a little bit pale compared to the extra host, but when it comes on, you know, there ain't a man in the world that doesn't, you know, get into a little bit like that. Yeah, just a little bit, you know. If you just lean back.
Oh, just lean with it.
Just lean. That's all it is.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
I'm going to the club tonight. I'm going to say I'm doing the top right here. I'm going to
just come on. Do the unity. Just back like that. That's all it takes. Everybody, you know, you don't want to move too much because then you look like silly white guy. So you don't want to. So you want to keep it cool.